There's two kind of kung fu movies I like, okay? I like the classic kung fu movies with, like, you know, 36 Chamber of Shaolin, 5 Deadly Venoms, all the stuff that everybody's like, man, that's a kick-ass kung fu movie. Then I love the stuff that is just batshit insane, like Miracle Fighters, you know, like Crazy Boxer's Omen with all kind of weird black magic rituals and stuff. And this one, which I'd never even heard of, from the same people that did Miracle Fighters. So right away I knew I was in for a treat. That's one of my favorites. Taoism, Drunkard. I'm just gonna tell you what happens in this movie. I'm not even making this shit up. I'm telling you the real truth what happens in this movie. Starts off with a dude driving around in a little pig-shaped car that has a mustache on it. And and it's made out of wood. I don't even know how this thing runs. I mean, somebody needs to get over there right now, find out what kind of energy is powering this thing, because we could have these on the streets tomorrow and we could solve the energy crisis. Wooden cars with mustaches, that was what we're missing out on. So the dude pops up, and if anybody else was making this movie, they would think it was the most racist thing ever, because the dude comes out and he's got like the stereotypical like buck-toothed Chinese look and he's all drunk and stuff like that. It's like, you know, like when you watch Breakfast at Tiffany's and you got the Mickey Rooney thing where he's all, you know, made up to be Asian and it doesn't work at all. This dude really is Asian, so I guess there's that. But it's like, seriously, the most stereotypically offensive thing until you realize that the people that made it are from that country. So then you give him a pass, right? So anyway, he's super drunk. He accidentally breaks this statue that's in this temple that his brother has. So his brother's making him replace this. So he has to go find a cherry boy. What's a cherry boy, you may ask? It's a virgin boy who's born in the month of August that they can bring in to do this ceremony in this temple. They're not going to sacrifice him or anything. I don't know if they're going to like take his virginity or something like that. So he's going around the town looking for virgin boys born in August. And apparently there's a, like, I don't know what kind of prize you get for being this person, but there's a whole line of kids lining up that want to be in the ceremony. So what he does is he takes this basket and he wraps it around you, and then he looks down at your penis, and somehow he can figure out just by looking at it that whether you're a virgin or not. I mean, this dude has some sort of weird, miraculous power. And then there's like one scene where he's like, okay, you'll work, and then he accidentally spills some of the stuff he's drinking on it, and dye comes off, blue dye, so then he knows that the kid was like just dyeing his dick blue, and so he knew he wasn't a cherry. It's what? And he keeps calling them extra virgin chickens. I have no idea. I'm not making it up. I'm serious. Watch this movie. Now, admittedly, the subtitles in this thing are beyond ridiculous. I mean, first off, they're like this big on the screen, so it's hard to read anyway, so I might have just been making half the stuff up, because I just might not have been able to read these words. But my eyesight is not what it used to be. But if what I was reading was correct, I'm guessing that these could not have been translated right, because otherwise this movie makes no sense. And then this dude, his grandmother, who I can't tell if it's actually played by a man or a woman. You watch it and you tell me. She's got like some sort of artifact or some sort of scroll or something that she's protecting in this temple, and it's protected like Indiana Jones style, and she makes her grandson run in there and try to like get it as like a test. And first you got to walk across these coals, right? No big deal. There's people that can walk across coals. So he walks across these coals. Then you get in this room with like these big bamboo, like these sharp bamboo things come down and they almost slice him. And luckily he jumps back just in time and he gets beyond that trap. And then he goes up and he's just about to grab the thing. And all of a sudden this big door opens and this round bowling ball looking thing with feet and big red lips and giant pointy teeth that go clack, 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 follows him around, and it's like all mechanical, and it's called a banana monster, and it's got these antennas that come out of its head, and it can throw you or grab you or whatever it wants to do, and it tries to eat penises.
呢條死道友啊，勾人老婆叫我條女，乜佢係你老婆咩？唔係，係我條女。啊，咁即係你勾人老婆啦，仲喺度聲大夾惡。哼，我唔理，總之你叫我條女，我就同你攞訂報費。嚇，訂報費咩話？唔俾啊？速報啊！啊，你貼埋錢我都唔睺佢啊！ 係佢自動黏貼埋嚟啫嘛。
哎呀，仲講風涼話。
喂喂，你而家想點啊？
扮嘢啊！
哎呦，
等我招個結嘅俾你彈啊！
你咪走啊，兔仔啊！啊，你個衰鬼啊！原來你匿埋喺呢度，想同我捉伊人啊，搞到我心思思。你咪走啊！怕咩醜啫？咪當野餐咯。
扮兔精係有着數，諗到震啊！
原來你個衰鬼，哼！你喺度扮鬼扮馬作死啊！
你中意呢個款啊嘛？
我要堅嘢啊！
我唔夠堅咩？
結果阿姐滿頭大汗，個衰鬼兔仔牙去咗邊呢？
我咪喺呢度咯。我跑下啦，
原來你匿埋喺呢度，你咪走啊！咪走啊！
想攞令牌，問過我呢副老骨頭先啦。
Yes, the banana monster eats dicks, and this kid luckily happens to be carrying around like a big cucumber and some other vegetable, which I don't know what it is, that he can feed to this thing till he can get away from it. And his grandmother kicks a giant foot-shaped thing of concrete out and knocks the banana monster off of its, it goes rolling out like a bowling ball. It makes no sense whatsoever. Again, watch it, you tell me. Then the drunk uncle, right, who's trying to find the Cherry Boys, he's still going around town, and he gets mixed up with some people who are trying to get some sort of donations thing. My favorite scene is where he's fighting this guy, and the guy's like, "You are no match for my family's fist style," and he starts breakdancing to Howard Jones' Life in One Day, and I'm guessing they did not get the rights to that song, but it's Howard Jones' Life in One Day. They just have it on there, and he starts breakdancing kung fu fighting to this song, and it just gets better and better as it goes. I mean, none of it makes any sense whatsoever. There's ghosts that are coming back from the dead. There's a dude who can do really good ventriloquism from his stomach, which I still haven't figured out how he's doing that. The devil shows up and he's trying to steal this artifact, so the guy has to fight the devil, and the uncle somehow gets cloned, and one of the clones impregnates a woman, and then that woman thinks that the uncle is like the father of her baby, and she has to find this guy because some fortune teller told her that she had to find this guy and have sex with him, and she thinks that she did when actually she had sex with this clone. And there's a bunch of kung fu and exorcist statues and everything else that makes these movies great. It makes zero sense. It's super fun to watch. You will not see anything else like this unless you watch Miracle Fighters.